Hello, welcome to a new video about TMS web core for Visual Studio Code. This is the last video about project management, so I'm going to show what happens with a project when you remove items from it, or you delete a unit from a folder, things like that. Also, I will show how the IDE is handling errors when loading DFMs. Okay. So just remember, this project is a Git repository, so I can show you the differences. In any case, in order to start, I'm going to create a new web form, unit 2, and I'm going also to commit these changes. So I'm going just here add new form, and I'm going to commit the changes. Okay. So now we will be able to see what are the changes that I perform on the project. So I get the diff for the dprog and the dpr and things like that. So the first thing that you can do is at this moment on the project there are unit 1 and unit 2, but what you can do is to remove a unit. If you, for example, right click here on a unit and you select remove from project, okay, it prompts you for the operation and you answer yes. Okay, the changes performed, for example, on the dpr, okay, unit 2 is no longer on the project and has been removed from the creation, and also on the dprog is no more. Okay, so that's the right behavior, but the unit 1.pass is still there, and you can add it back. For example, if I do this and I add this unit to the project back again, what I get on the diff is nothing, because it's reverting to the original status, and the unit 2 is again on the project. Okay, so this is the way it should work properly. You can remove units and add them back and forth, but what you can do is, for example, you can also delete this unit, and this will delete that unit from disk. Okay, so if you happen to delete it and move it to the trash, okay, the plugin is also able to recognize that deletion, and it also removes that unit from the project, so there are no errors. Okay, and it's removed automatically from the project. Okay, so I'm going to revert these changes, so I restore back my project. Okay, so as you can see, it's working as expected. And now what I'm going to do is to make a modification on, well, first I'm going to open unit2.pass on the form designer. I'm going to place here a button, and I'm going to save this unit. Okay, here it is. I'm going to save this. I'm going to close it. Okay, so as you can see on the DFM, what we have is a button, but and the class name for that control is tweb button. But what happens, for example, if I make a change, and this is going to cause an error when loading this form, because the class tweb button 2, it doesn't exist. Okay, so what I'm going to do is unit.pass, and I'm going to try to open the form in the form designer to let's see what happens. Okay, as you can see, there is an error reading the form. That class cannot be found. So what I can do is to cancel the process, to ignore it, or to ignore all the errors that I'm going to get. So I'm just ignoring. As you can see, the form is being loaded without the component because that class has not been found. But just remind that the instance is still on the class, on the source code. So if I try to compile this, there will be errors and so on. Okay. So I think that's it. This is the last video of the series. I hope you like it, and thank you.